So we started doing these want to do like these underground Numarx records, right? We recorded what? Girl, It Ain't True No More.
Yeah.
We did.
And It Ain't True No More.
And it was right. I mean, these records, I'm serious.
Man,
it was killing. Some of the stuff that we was getting into at that point was like really, really kind of underground, raw kind of stuff. It just never saw the light of day. We just didn't have the resources and stuff. But I think out of that came like Just G'ing, which was Junie's first record. We did something else. Yeah, that was on the album. So we did, So we did a couple things that we started our own little record label, Marx Brothers Records. So we did a couple things. And out of that came the whole Do It Good thing, and then the North Avenue thing sort of came out of all of that, and that's kind of late '80s stuff. But I think at the time we like gone down from like 5-man to 3-man, and that was that. You're right, 3 to 2. Yeah, that had a lot to do with it. It had a lot to do with it because basically it was sort of like an eye opener because this record that we didn't even mean to have any success had success, and it was in a completely different genre than what we were doing with the hip hop stuff. So I guess you could say that was sort of like the real beginning, but the real dive was Do It Good. At the time, we were managed by company in Philadelphia. Exclusive manager. And her name was Sheila. I can't even remember her last name. Wow. This dude, he remembers stuff I didn't. So she had a couple partners. And I mean like some heavy duty partners. One worked for Aston, I think the other one worked for Atlantic. But anyway, long story short, they bought us out of our contract with Randy Dennis. So we ended up starting to work with them. And the first record that we record out of that situation is Do It Good. At the same time, we got this situation going on behind the scenes where we are trying to make sure that everything that's due to us comes to us from Girl You Know It's True. So that was a really long battle. Took about a year and a half. But the same guy who was the guy who was the lawyer for Philadelphia International was the guy who was handling that. So Phil Asbury. So long story short, that ended up taking care of itself. We ended up getting paid pretty good for that. We bought houses and cars and stuff off of that. And then, at the time we still sort of in the studio doing whatever. So we do this record Do It Good, which is the first record that I'm rapping on. And it wasn't supposed, again, here we go with this stuff that's not really supposed to be happening, right? Do It Good was supposed to be a song kind of like what Grandmaster, or not Grandmaster Flash, Houdini and, kind of like, the DJs pick up the mic and rhyme a little bit. That's all Do It Good was supposed to be. Next thing you know, they like that record better than they like anything else that we done in the whole project.
Do you want on it? Do you want on it? Do you want on it?
Nothing I remember. No.
Do you want it?
Oh yeah, Do You Wanna was that.
You're
Yeah,
right.
Do You Wanna was that.
Wow.
Yeah. Do You Wanna was that.
Okay, so you already know.
Yeah. Do You Wanna was but we hadn't done Drop Down to Your Knees yet. This was Drop Down to Your Knees was supposed to be on, all of this was supposed to be kind of on the same project.
Right.
Okay? So anyway, we did this project. Come to find out that, everybody in the management, they like the song that I'm rapping on, which I think caused a little bit of problem because here it is, I'm rhyming, but the other guy that's supposed to be rhyming, which is Kevin, he ain't rhyming. So I think it caused that caused the situation. Anyway, long story short, the record comes out, it does okay, but here's the thing. On the back of our hip hop version of Do It Good, there's this house version. of Do It Good that's done by these characters called the Basement Boys, who was Tommy, Teddy, and Jay. Now, we went up and we recorded the record in Philadelphia. Tommy and Jay were the only two that came. Teddy wasn't there. I think Teddy was kind of like sick at the time. So it was Tommy and Teddy. So realistically, it's Tommy and Teddy that did the bulk of the work. But Ultra's on that version. Neil Conway plays the keyboards on it. And lo and behold, here we go with this unexpected stuff. The house version of Do It Good blew the hip hop version of Do It Good completely out of the water. Because now you got Tony Humphries and all of these other people that are like prominent in dance music supporting the record. But we couldn't even get. I remember calling Frank Ski, begging him. I said, yo, check it out. Why are you playing the house version and not playing the hip hop version? Hip hop version don't have no oomph in it, man. You gotta take that record, man, and play it in the club. It don't have no bass. So I'm like, okay, it don't have no bass. And at the time, because we weren't really into like the production side of things and understanding what it was, I was like, the record got plenty bass in it. But then, you know, but it's a completely different animal, this house thing from this hip hop thing, and it's just a completely different thing. And man, I mean, like I was saying, man, I mean, as independents, we putting our own money into it to watch the version that we did not do what we expected to do, and hit that, you know, the house version just takes off. We were like, okay. So that changed everything. Do It Good is the record that changed everything from top to bottom. So that's how, at that point, because I knew that Tommy and them were working on this situation where they had Ultra, because I think Ultra's album had just come out. They had done Sub-Level already, and they already did Love Don't Live Here Anymore. Okay. So I said, something is wrong. Something's definitely wrong here. And I think at that time they were doing the whole thing where they were going across the country and doing everything. Yeah. And I said, well, I need to figure out how I can kind of join this situation. Figure it out somehow. Because one thing's not working. If this isn't working, we need to figure out something that is working. Yeah. So I started writing some stuff, and I would just give it to Tommy and Teddy and them, and you know, next thing I knew, they were liking the stuff that I was doing. I said, okay, that's cool. And I remember one night, man, walking into their studio. I kid you not. I walk into the studio and I hear this, and I'm like, holy Hannah, what is that? It was like my first year of college. Second year of college. I'm like, what is that?